Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Speaker McCarthy has just gotten some bad news that could end his speakership this week. Before we get started, please make sure you like and share, guys. It really helps us out and helps keep this channel growing, helps keep it free, and helps keep the goons from stopping us and stopping our message. So what happened today was Representative Matt Gaetz appeared on CNN's State of the Union with host Jake Tapper, and he said he's done owning Kevin McCarthy. He's done owning him as a Republican. What Kevin McCarthy did this weekend was he passed a continuing resolution in the House to keep the government open, and he did so with the help of a ton of Democrats. And McCarthy's saying, well, then he's their speaker. What's the difference between him and Speaker Hakeem Jeffries or former Speaker Nancy Pelosi? How is he the Republican speaker? Then a rumor started spreading that we don't know the truth of yet, but Gaetz actually talked about that despite what he said about no funding for Ukraine, that McCarthy made a side deal with the White House and the Senate to keep funding Ukraine. Let's take a look.
So you have been threatening to topple McCarthy, issue a motion to vacate the speakership if he worked with Democrats to fund the government with a clean CR, a clean government spending bill, which is exactly what he did on Friday and Saturday. The House gavels back in tomorrow at noon. Are you going to make a motion to vacate?
Speaker McCarthy made an agreement with House conservatives in January, and since then he has been in brazen, repeated material breach of that agreement. This agreement that he made with Democrats to really blow past a lot of the spending guardrails we'd set up is a last straw. And then overnight I learned that Kevin McCarthy had a secret deal with Democrats on Ukraine. So as he was baiting Republicans to vote for a continuing resolution without Ukraine money, saying that we were going to jam the Senate on Ukraine, he then turns around and makes a secret deal. Now, I know you and I probably have different views on U.S. involvement in Ukraine, but however you think about that question, it should be subject to open review, analysis, and not some backroom deal.
So I do motion to vacate tomorrow?
I do intend to file a motion to vacate against Speaker McCarthy this week. I think we need to rip off the Band-Aid. I think we need to move on with new leadership that can be trustworthy. Look, the one thing everybody has in common is that nobody trusts Kevin McCarthy. He lied to Biden. He lied to House conservatives. He had appropriators marking to a different number altogether. And the reason we were backed up against this shutdown politics is not a bug of the system, it's a feature. Kevin McCarthy's goal was to make multiple contradictory promises, to delay everything, back us up against shutdown politics, and at the end of the day, blow past the spending guardrails he'd agreed to.
So how many Republicans do you think will be with you in your motion to vacate? Because obviously, for people at home who don't know, you need 218 votes to get him out of the speakership. You don't have 218 Republican votes. You're going to need Democrats. Let's start with the Republicans. How many Republicans do you have?
Well, enough so that when you host this show next week, if Kevin McCarthy is still the Speaker of the House, he will be serving at the pleasure of the Democrats. He will be working for the Democrats. The only way Kevin McCarthy is Speaker of the House at the end of this coming week is if Democrats bail him out. Now, they probably will. I actually think that when you believe in nothing, as Kevin McCarthy does, everything's negotiable.
Okay, but
I think he'll cut a deal with the Democrats.
Let's be honest here, though, because if you succeed in vacating him, you also will have to make a deal with the Democrats. You also will have to get Democratic votes to kick him out.
Absolutely. I will make no deal with Democrats and concede no terms to them. I actually think Democrats should vote against Speaker McCarthy for free. I don't think I should have to deal them
so
anything.
You're not going to cut any deals with him?
Absolutely not. And I don't think that any Republicans that share my view on Speaker McCarthy would cut deals with Democrats. But here's the thing. I'm done owning Kevin McCarthy. Right? We made a deal at the end of in January to allow him to assume the speakership, and I'm not owning him anymore because he doesn't tell the truth. And so if Democrats want to own Kevin McCarthy by bailing him out, I can't stop him, but then he'll be their speaker, not mine.
So let's talk about what's just happened this last week, the government shutdown, because obviously, as you know, you've made a lot of enemies.
Now, if all this is true, I personally think McCarthy needs to be removed as speaker, and we need an actual Republican in there who's going to fight for conservative values, something that I have not seen McCarthy do just yet. It would be nice to see maybe a Speaker Jim Jordan, a Speaker Byron Donalds. Those people, I think those are two people right there that would make fantastic speakers. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Also, again, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.